Hi, I'm Honey, and welcome back to another HonneyMail. So I told you guys I'm gonna really try to get one of these out a month, catch up. There aren't that many, left. We're really pushing through a lot of them, so that's pretty good. We're gonna do 3 people today. Kinka, and now some of these are really old. Okay, some of these are a while ago. Some of these are very, very recent. So again, we're just kind of mixing it all up. We're going to start off with Kinka. So we got, and these are the coolest things, a set of 8 Star Wars ice cube trays. And there's R2-D2. Right? I actually have like everything in front of me on my desk. You thought I couldn't see my desk before. So we have R2-D2. We got the Millennium Falcon, right? So cool. And there's a couple of those. And then as you go through, there's the different ones. There's Darth Vader, right? And these are really, really... Oh, wow. That's yellow, but it looks black. That's hilarious. For little fighters. Boba Fett. Ah, which is green. But again, looks black. That's hilarious, but trust me, that's really cool. We've got Han Solo, in the oh, you guess you can't see the image on the back of this one. Yeah, so Han Solo all frozen, and the the Imperial troop guys. All right, so those are those. And this one is our absolute favorite of the lot. Okay, just round, right? Like you fill it up and there's a hole once you put it together, to fill it up. But this makes a round, a perfectly round. Do you see it? Do you see it? Little bump and everything. Death Star. Oh my gosh, I like blanked out for a second. I'm like a perfectly round Death Star. Isn't that fantastic? So it's really, really cool. And there's actually quite a bit of detail, There's quite a bit of detail. Anyway, it's really fun. This one's a little bit hard to get off if you overfill it. So you have to be careful on that. So there's that. So we got that from Kinka. It's going to... Okay, I'm going to put this down. Precariously balanced on my leg. It was gonna fall anyway. Okay. We also got, at the same time as that, we got an exercise bar, and it was an 8-pound exercise bar, and it's actually something that was on my wish list, my Amazon wish list that he had seen, and went ahead and bought it for us. And this really kills me because somehow that never made it to New York. I actually had it on the porch next to my mic stand because it's just a skinny bar, right? Just to go anywhere in the moving truck. I don't know if one of our helpers decided to walk off with it. I don't know if it got left outside while we were going back and forth and somebody else walked off with it, if it fell down and was missed. I don't know what happened, but it's not here. I actually am going to replace that at some point because I love that. So we got us that. We also, again, now some of you might remember these. For our punishments, we want to do the the Bean Boozled challenge. Mistakes were made, man. Mistakes were made. So he got us the actually like 2 sets of Bean Boozled things. He also got us, I actually still have the box, or one of the boxes, to Harry Potter's, every flavor Bertie Bott's beans. So we got us a whole like little pack of these. So we all got to have some, and those were fun. And at the same time, again, it's an empty box, but these are long gone. Tabasco jelly beans. These actually were surprisingly good. Tabasco jelly bean, and they are chocolate covered, dark chocolate covered, and it was a really, really lovely lovely combination. It was kind of spicy, but it was also, the chocolate, it was good. It was really good. Now this is another long time thing. This is one of the early things that Kinka sent. And you guys are familiar with this. This is my gumball machine. Oh my goodness. All the different yellow and green M&Ms. These right now it's got peanut butter M&Ms in it. Which ironically Kinka sent those too. But he sent those here for a Halloween mix. Anyway, so there's still the last of the peanut butter M&Ms from that. And when you guys do good, bad, and random, I often reach over to the gumball machine that is next to me for the good. I mean, I sometimes have chocolate on, you know, on my desk or you know, upstairs in general, but often I just reach over and that's my good. Roll it over and boom. We've gotten several candles from Kinka. I'm pretty sure I've shown some of them before. Anyway, at Halloween, we got a Happy Halloween candle for which really smells like black licorice and like vanilla-y black licorice. And I don't know if you can see, but that sucker got burnt down severely. It actually is more like here, even though it shows it up. So we got this, a 22-ounce Happy Halloween candle, which was really one of our favorites because we all actually like black chocolate. Wow! Black licorice. I still got chocolate on the brain from the other candies. So he also sent at the same time Midsummer's Night. And this one, this one smells like man. This one smells like men's deodorant or body wash or something. And it's actually pretty strong. I can't burn this one like for hours and hours on end. It ends up being like too heady. But and people walk in, they're like, wow, what is that? You know, it's really, really strong. I actually do like it, but I like it in small doses. And Kinka kind of made a joke with me. It's like, well, you need to have some man smell around that house, right? So there you go. I'm going to double check my list because I think I've got all of... Okay, that's all of Kinka's that we're doing today. It's not all of Kinka's, but it's all of Kinka's that we're doing today. Next, we have CDinprov. And along with this, beautiful... I don't know if you guys remember, or... whoops. That is totally not meant for today's HonneyMail. Anyway, CDinprov made Pack Rat some plushy Reginalds. And she sent them to me in Kansas to get to him. And when we opened them up, they were so adorable that I told her that, you know, the girls and I were like, mine, right? But they had to move on to Pack. So she ended up sending me a very nice card and my very own giant, well, not giant, but my very own large Reginald plushie. And he's adorable and totally looks derpy with the green screen, but go like that so you can actually see his face. So we have a lovely Reginald plushie. And like I said, there was a nice card that came with it. And pretty much every time CD sends a large box of something, there's a nice card or a little note or something that comes in there. So we're going to put Reggie down there. We also got, and this was part of the Christmas. Now, I talked about the Christmas box last month when I was doing like the massive food one. When she sent us the Christmas cookies and fruitcakes and all that. Well, I also had a mug in there. And it says, cats make a lot more sense than men. And so that's my mug with the little cat paws and the fish bones. So that's my mug. She saw that and she thought of me, so she got that one. And now a very, very recent from CDinprov. And I'm pretty sure this covers the last of all of the stuff from CDinprov. I kind of like keep a running list and I add stuff to your names. Anyway, I commented in stream. So there's two more things. I commented in stream one night. I made some comment about when we were doing something with Pack. I think it was with Pack and Essos. Something about Jenga. You know, stacking it like Jenga or something like that. And I actually said I've never played Jenga, but yes, that's the reference I'm making, is, you know, stacking and all that. So 2 days later, and I have the Jenga game. And now that I've shown it, I'm going to put it into our available to play. I just didn't want it to be in all sorts of places and not be able to find it when I was ready to record it. So I had it set aside. So I now have Jenga. So we can now play Jenga. And it sounds so silly because, you know, most people have played it, I guess, but not I. So now we can. And then another day, Pat had actually hopped in to the voice chat. I was playing BioShock Infinite, and I was hanging out. It was a Sunday night before we did 7 Days to Die. And I was hanging out in our group voice chat waiting for the guys to be ready so I kind of get, you know, notification and just going to play some BioShock. I was live a little early, see how it went. And Pat came in and he scared the willies out of me. Just, rah, right as I was in this really tense spot. I didn't realize he'd hopped in the channel. And so he kind of stayed in the channel and we chatted for a few minutes. And one of the things in BioShock Infinite, there are some that, you know, your mana, your powers or whatever are in the, you know, the plasmids from the original one. Anyway, they are in these really, they're called salts and vigors. Well, they're vigors, and then they're salts that you replenish them. And they were these really elaborate bottles, absolutely beautiful bottles. You know, Devil's Kiss was this red, you know, like succubus devil chica kind of tail wrapped around it. You know, all of these elaborate bottles. And so I saw one of these bottles that I couldn't get to, and I commented, oh, like, that's the Bronco one. That's such a cool thing. And I kind of went off on a little side tangent about how cool those bottles are. And Pac's like, oh, you heard it, folks. She needs rock salt, right? And went off on his whole tangent. And it's like, no. I tried to soften him, like, sure, bath salts. Bath salts will be lovely. We all like bath salts. But I really reminded me of, like, my grandmother's old, beautiful, elaborate perfume bottles, you know, that had the little dabber inside, or, you know, they used to be more oil-based, or you would just have this really elaborate bottle. And I remember thinking how pretty they were, and just kind of commenting that, you know, today you get a perfume bottle and it's just, you know, a mass-produced bottle, and there's like a gob of them, right? And even if you paid top dollar for some fancy pants perfume, ultimately it's just a square or a round, you know, just a basic bottle. And the next thing I know, I got beautiful, again from CDinprov, a set of 5 absolutely beautiful hand-blown Egyptian perfume bottles. Where the tops come off, and that's where you could, you know, put on your oil-based perfume, etc. Like they were. There's this one that's sort of a lovely purplish hue, and there's little gold painting details on them in different places. Each one of them is unique. There's another one that I'm not sure how they're going to show up on the green screen, but there's another one that turned out pretty good. This is blue. Again, they all have the separation on top, or the top piece that pulls out. This one is pink. Absolutely beautiful. And I saw them, and I immediately wanted to share them with my daughters. But then I was like, oh, I'm going to feel really bad if I give them away. This one's yellow. And they're just so delicate. And immediately when I told her that I had them, and I was just so impressed, and they're beautiful. They're all, you know, like 4 or 5 inches. I think they're 4 inches. I think they're 4 inches long. And this one is like a, well, it looks more blue here, but because it's sort of cutting out. But this is actually a green tinted one. And I don't know if you could see, like this one had sort of a difference at the top. You can see it's sort of beveled. It's sort of like little bubbles versus this one that's smooth. So like I said, there's lots of little details. There's slightly different shapes. You've got, you know, the the rounded ones and then the skinnier ones. So they're just all different and they're beautiful. And I wanted to share. And then the first thing that she said was, I got the set of 5 so you could share. So you could share with the girls. And I was so very happy. So the purple one is going to go to Niblet, my oldest daughter, who's still in Kansas. And I kept it. I will give it to her when she comes out in June, hopefully. The yellow one is going to Skylit. And I'm pretty sure the green one is the one that that Dawn liked best. And so that's going to her. And I'm actually going to give Mama Rat one of them. I think Mama Rat wanted the blue one. And that leaves me the pink one. And so I was talking to her about it. She's like, oh, that's beautiful. I have some things like that. I would love to see it. And so I said, actually, once I gave one to the girls, because obviously, you know, Midlet can't have it or use it. That leaves 2 left, and would you like one of them? And she was thrilled. And so one of those is going to go to Mama Rat. And now that I've shown them, everybody can have their own. And of course, the rest of the pink one will be mine. Now, one step further to the story. We did not get to go to the Renaissance Fair last year because we were pretty much moving, you know, the month before we normally go in Kansas. But I've already thought that when we go to the Renaissance Fair next, they're always selling, you know, little oil-based perfumes and stuff like that. So I thought I would maybe find something that I like, and then I would be able to put it in my bottle and store it there. So, of course, the one challenge is making sure putting it somewhere where the cats won't knock it over. That would be a mess. But anyway, I just thought they were very beautiful, and it was so sweet. And CD's like that. She kind of hears us say something that we would like, or that we have a preference for, or she sees a thing that she thinks of us and just sort of picks it up and says, here, that's from my friend. So there you go. That was really great. I want to make sure. Oh, I put it down. There's one more thing, right? Yes, one more thing. CD also gave me a Bob Ross t-shirt. You know, she gives Pack Rat lots of t-shirts, and one of the rounds of t-shirts that went to Pack, I got, can you see it? Bob Ross TV. And it pretty much says, everybody needs a friend. And it's going to look so funky with the green screen. But it says, everybody needs a friend. It's a black Bob Ross shirt. It's got you know, the happy little trees and the happy little squirrel and the cloud with a big paint swath at the bottom. Everybody needs a friend. Anyway, I thought that was kind of awesome. So we have a fun Bob Ross t-shirt. Now there's one more, and I know we're running long. These always tend to. One more thing, and this is actually from Steve944. Yeah, that is his Twitter handle, Steve944. He's often a lurker, doesn't talk as much. He sent me rock salt. And he literally sent me rock salt. I'll show you the box. Himalayan rock salt lamp. And it's really cool. It's right here. And I kept it in his box, all bubble wrapped and everything. I got it shortly before we moved. I was so afraid it was going to be all broken up. And it's this really pretty pink Himalayan rock salt. And I have the stuff I'm going to put together now. It has all the hardware, and I'm pretty sure I just got salted. I just got it salted. To put, you put a light bulb in there, and it's got the wiring and everything, and the whole thing glows. It's really, really cool. And it was this big mystery because I got this in the mail, in the HonneyMail back in Kansas, and there was like a note that said, when life gives you rock salt, or have here's a little light to guide your way when life gives you rock salt, or something like that. It was really sort of a sweet, cute play on words. And because Pag's always giving me rock salt, you know, and hollering that in my ear, and because I'm always sunny side and trying to think the best of everything, he just thought that it would be a fun thing to find a way to give me rock salt that would actually be a usable thing, not just like, you know, because like I've actually had rock salt, like pink rock salt, sent to me. Amberwood did that, and I'm mostly out of it. I mean, it's on my stove. I use it all the time. Anyway, and so he got me a rock salt lamp. So, you know, when life gives you rock salt, have some warmth and light to the way. So that's just really, really neat. So anyway, I wanted to go ahead and get that out there and say thank you so much for that for Steve. So I think that covers today. I know there was a whole lot to do, but I really am trying to work on all the things. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for all the support, however you do it, whether it's presents in the mail, treat streams, tips, subscriptions, or some combination thereof. By you guys do we make our living, and it is the best job in the world, and I'm so grateful to be able to keep doing it. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye.